Hello, learners. You are welcome to Joy Learning Basic Classroom. Our subject for today is computing, and then the class is Basic 5. And our topic has to do with output devices. Output devices. Peter Asamoah is my name, and I will be your facilitator for this lesson. You can also follow us on our YouTube channel, Joy Learning TV. Joy Learning TV. Okay, so we have our strand 1, and the strand 1 we have introduction to computing, and sub-strand 1, generation of computers and parts of a computer and other gadgets. Okay, so let's begin with our starter. With our starter for today, we have some questions that you are going to answer. This one is a revision to the previous lessons that we learned. Which of the following component is a transistor? Which of the following component is a transistor? A, B, or C? So select your answer. Which of these is a transistor? Hope you've selected your answer. Good. So our score master is going to give us the correct answer. Score master. All right. So the correct answer is C, letter C. So that is a transistor. All right. Let's continue. Then we have another question for you. Then the question is, which of the following components was used in the third generation computers? Which of the following components was used in the third generation computers? So the A, the component, the name is processor. Then B is integrated circuits. Integrated circuits. And C is transistor. So which of these components was used in the third generation computers? Hope you are thinking about your answer. Right? Okay. So let's look at the correct answer. So B, that is integrated circuits, is the correct answer. Well done. Hope you're able to get all the answers correct. Now let's move on to our lesson for today. We are looking at our learning competencies or the objectives. By the end of the lesson, learners should be able to 1. Explain the term outputs. Explain the term outputs. Then 2. Define output device. Define output device. Then 3. Identify and state the uses of at least 5 output devices. Identify and state the uses of at least 5 output devices. Okay, so let's move on to our next slide. Now, what is an output? What is an output? I want you to try it. Write your answer down. Just try it and let's see. An output. Okay. So when we say an output, is any information processed by and sent out from a computer or other electronic device. An output is any information processed by and sent out from a computer or other electronic device. So this is what we call an output. An output. Good. So let's continue. Now, we have 4 basic types of output. 4 basic types of output. So the first one has with audio output. Audio output. And I hope when you turn on your television set, you hear sound from the television. When I also play music on your computer, you do hear sound. So that's the audio output. And examples of the audio outputs, we have digital music files. Digital music files. We have digitized speech. We have podcast. We have screen reader, speech synthesis, text-to-speech, and then voice over internet protocol, or VoIP. So these are examples of audio outputs. Right. Let's look at the next output. The next output has to do with graphics output. So we have graphics. And examples of the graphics, we have charts and graphs. Then we have hard copy. We have images, photos, and soft copy. So charts and graphs, hard copy, images, photos, and soft copy. So all these are examples of graphs outputs. Then the third output is text output. Text output. And the text output, we have blog, we have hard copy, soft copy, and then website. So information on blog, then hard copy can be a printed material, soft copy can be information displayed on the screen, and the information on our website. So all these are examples of text outputs. Then let's look at the last one, which is number 4. Video outputs. Video output. So for the video output, we have soft copy, streaming content, video clips, vlogging or video blog. Soft copy, streaming content, video clips, vlogging or video blog. So all these are examples of video output. Video output. So these are the 4 basic types of output that we have. Okay. Hope you've gotten it. Right. Then our next slide, we have what is an output device? What is an output device? Right. I hope you are thinking about the answer. So think about it. Then you can also write your answer down. An output device. So when you say an output device, then it's any part of the computer hardware equipment used to show the results of data processed in a computer. An output device is any part of the computer hardware equipment used to show the results of data processed in a computer. So any device that will output our sound, our video, our text, and then our graphics, that kind of device is what we term as an output device. Okay? Good. So let's continue. Then we want to look at types of output devices. Types of output devices. So for the types of output devices, the first one we have here is monitor. Monitor. Let's have a look at the monitor. So this is an image of the monitor. Now, the monitor is a versatile device of the computer for the visual display of all types of information. The monitor is a versatile device of the computer for the visual display of all types of information. So this is a monitor that shows whatever is happening in the computer. Now, the monitor acts as an interface between the CPU and the user. It acts as an interface between the CPU and the user. So whatever the CPU is processing, the monitor is the one that will bring it out for the user also to see. Then the monitor again is able to display information like files, photos, videos, text, graphics, and tables. So these are some of the information that can be displayed on the monitor. Now, information displayed on the monitor is called soft copy. It's called soft copy. So kindly put note of this. Information displayed on the monitor is called soft copy. Right. Okay, so now we have a monitor with some icons on it. So this is a monitor. Then we have icons on this monitor. Now let's look at something here. The monitor comes with different sizes. We have 15 inches, 17 inches, 19 inches, 21 inches, and so on and so forth. So the measurement is measured in a diagonal form. Diagonal. So just look on the screen. So a diagonal form like this. So this arrow shows how the monitor is measured. Okay. Now, there are basically 5 types of monitor. The first one, we have LCD monitors. LCD monitors, which stands for liquid crystal display. Liquid crystal display. Then the next one is LED monitor. LED monitors. And the LED monitors, light emitting diode. Light emitting diode. Then the third one, we have OLED monitors, which represent organic light emitting diode. Organic light emitting diode. Then the fourth one, we have CRT monitors. CRT monitors, which represent cathode ray tube. Cathode ray tube. Then the fifth one, we have plasma monitors. Plasma monitors. So these are 5 basic types of monitor that we have discussed. Okay. Now let's move on to our next output device. The next output device is printer. Printer. Let's look at something about the printer. So we have a printer on the screen. Now this one is doing printing for us. So the outcome or the output is what we call the hard copy. Hard copy. Right. Now a printer is an electronic external output device of the computer used to print digital information on paper as a hard copy. A printer is an electronic external output device of the computer used to print digital information on paper as a hard copy. So, as I said, the information coming from the printer is what we call the hard copy, right? Hard copy. Or we can also say that the printer can be defined as an output device that converts data on the computer from soft copy to hard copy. So the printer converts data from the computer in a soft copy form to a hard copy form or format. That's a printer. We have another image of printer. So this is also a printer. Okay. Right, let's see that one. Good. So this is also an image of a printer. And it's also an output device. Okay. It's displayed on the screen. Right. Now, the printer produces a hard copy information, whilst the monitor produces soft copy information. So there's a difference between the printer and the monitor. So the printer produces hard copy information, whereas the monitor produces soft copy information. Okay. Now, if you want to print your document, we have a shortcut command to do that. And that is, you need to press Ctrl and P at the same time. So pressing Ctrl and P at the same time will take you to your print page where you can do your printing. So we have Ctrl plus P command as the shortcut keys to print our documents. Okay. Then we have the plotter. So let's look at an image of the plotter. So this is an image of a plotter. Now let's look at the use or the function of the plotter. A plotter allows us not only for graphic design, but also to print large maps, architectural drawings, large format printing, 3D postcards, advertising signs, charts, and various designs of internal structure of buildings. So when we are in town, we see some giant billboards, and we also see posters and banners. So all such images, we use plotter to print them, all the big billboards. So there is the work of the plotter. Now, let's see some images of other plotters. So this is another plotter, another example of a plotter. Then this is also a plotter. Okay, right. So let's move on to our next output device, which is projector. So this is the image of the projector, which is also an output device. Now, using a projector, we can cast information like audio, video, images, and animation from the laptop or computer to the big screen simultaneously. So we use this projector to cast information to a big screen so that a large number of people can also see. So this is the work of the projector, right? So the projector is also known as multimedia projector and is used to display information on a large screen for a large number of people. And this can be in a meeting or conference room, classroom, or even in a hall. So this is the projector, right? Then we have another output device, and this one we have speakers. Let's look at the image. So we have speakers. Okay, now speakers are hardware output devices connected with a computer to produce audio output. So anytime you are watching a movie or you are playing music and you want to hear the sound, you have to connect your speakers to your computer. Then the speakers will bring out the audio or the sound for you. So this is a speaker. Then the sound produced by the computer speakers is made by a hardware component called sound card. So you have sound card installed in the computer, and that enables the sound to be produced by the computer. So this is an example of a sound card. So this sound card is fixed in the computer. Right. Then we have another example of output device, which is headphone or headset. Headphone or headset. So let's look at this also. So this is an example of a headphone or headset. I hope you've seen it on the screen. Right. Now, the primary purpose of using headphones or earphones is to listen to audio privately, mainly in a crowd, and avoid disturbing others. So when you are in a public gathering and you want to listen to music on your phone or your laptop, use your headset or your headphone to do that. And we have other examples of the headphones or earphones. Okay. Now we have the next output device, which is Braille reader. Braille reader. Let's look at an image for the Braille reader. So this is an image of the Braille reader. Now let's look at the function of the Braille reader. Braille reader helps blind people to read the text. The computer sends the text to the device in the Braille format that makes the text readable. It has a rounded piece which can be pushed. It is also known as Braille displays. So it supports those who are blind so they can read text on their computer. So this is also an output device and it's known as Braille reader. Okay. We have another image also showing the Braille reader. Then we have the next output device, which is GPS. GPS, and the GPS is Global Positioning System. Global Positioning System. This one uses satellite to transmit information. So GPS uses satellite to transmit information. It helps you to calculate the location of any device. GPS is used in so many devices these days. It is used in vehicles, watches, smartphones, shoes, laptops, etc. So let's have a look at the GPS. So this is the GPS, and it is used by satellite to transmit information to us. Okay. Then we have another image showing on the screen about GPS, Global Positioning System. Okay. So this is also an output device. Then the next output device is video card. Video card. The video card is a slot on the motherboard for enhancing the visuals of video and graphical contents. It enhances the experiences of watching movies, photos, playing games, etc. It increases the display quality of the monitor. So we have a video card. So anytime we can see information on the monitor, then that monitor has to be connected to a device that is called video card. So the video card is connected to this connector, that's the VGA cord. The blue cord here is called VGA cord. So this one is connected to the video card. Then it helps the monitor to display the information. So these are examples of video card. Right. Then let's look at our last example of output device, which has to do with the sound card. Sound card. Sound card processes the signal from the motherboard and converts it to the audio. So sound card processes the signal from the motherboard and converts it to the audio. They help speakers and headphones to function. These components enhance the audio experience. If you listen to music, watch videos, play games, record audio, then you need a sound card. So if you can do any of these things, you can hear sound from your computer, then it means you need a sound card. And let's look at an image of a sound card. So this is an image of the sound card, which enables us to hear sound from our computer, right? Then we have another image here. So this is a sound card. We have the inline, then we have the microphone where we connect our microphone to. Then you have the line out where you connect your speaker so you can hear sound from the computer. Then gaming controller ports, and this side is where we connect to the motherboard. That is the PCI connectors, and that is where we connect to the motherboard for it to function. Right, so far so good. We've come to the end of our lesson, and we want to do a reflection on all that we have discussed so far. So we have what might be the meaning of output. We just discussed outputs and want to look at the meaning of outputs. So an output is any information processed by and sent out from a computer or other electronic devices. So this is what we mean by outputs. Okay. Then the next one, discuss the 4 types of outputs. So discuss this and write your answer down. I hope you were following our discussion. So write the 4 types of output down. Good. I hope you are done with it. Now let's see. The first, we have the audio outputs. We have the digital music files, digital speech, and then podcasts. Then the next one, we have graphics outputs. We have our charts and graphs, hard copy, images, and soft copy. Then the third one, we have our text output. Then over here we have blog, hard copy, soft copy, then our website. Then we have the next one, which is video output. And for this we have soft copy, streaming content, video clips. Right, so all these are the types of outputs. I hope you got your answer correct. Very good. Now, we also have another one for you. Mention at least 5 examples of output devices. Mention at least 5 examples of output devices. Okay, I want you to write your answer down. At least 5 examples of output devices. Good. I hope you are doing that. Right, so let's compare what we have written. So now, 1, we have monitor. We have monitor. Then 2, we have plotter. Plotter. 3, we have headset. 4, we have video card. 5, we have audio card. Then 6, we have braille reader. Braille reader. Then we have printer. Right. I hope you were able to get these answers correct. Right. So we are done with our reflection. Now let's move on to our assessment task. Assessment task. This is a work for you to perform. Now, state the functions of the following output devices. So you have some output devices, you have to state their functions. The first one, we have projector. Projector Then the second one, we have monitor. Monitor. Then the third one, we have plotter. Plotter. Right. So you state the functions of the following output devices. Don't forget to send your answer to us through our email, joylearningtv@mindjoyonline.com. joylearningtv@mindjoyonline.com. And most of the lessons will also be uploaded to you on our YouTube channel at Joy Learning TV. Joy Learning TV. All right. So remember to send us your answer. Very good. Now we've come to the end of this lesson. I hope you found the lesson very interesting. Right. My name is Peter Asamoah, and I have been your facilitator for this lesson. Keep on following us for more interesting lessons. Goodbye.